their entire existence. And that's one of those things that doesn't have black, white, Asian, anything. It just happens in everybody's culture to where that's just, it's been okay for so long that it's still in 2016 where it doesn't get like the attention that it needs. So when it happens, people are still like kind of turning a blind eye to it because it's still close to home to a lot of people in a lot of different communities. It's not just like a football problem. Because think about it. This is a kicker, a white kicker. You know, Ray Rice was a black running back. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have any type. It happens in every community. And women have been like marginalized for so long through their existence that some people don't even care, unfortunately. And then some women, which is crazy as it sounds, and we see it a little bit with the whole Donald Trump, where he admitted to sexual assault, they still support him. Because some women will get hit and then they stay with the dudes, not because they agree with it and they like it. It becomes like a part of norm. It's like this is the way it is, which is unfortunate and it's sad. But I think part of it, I don't know if you would really lose a lot of fans because it's like the glass house type thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to lose a lot of fans. I mean, for me, my last point on it is that I agree with y'all that I think people look at it on a team-by-team basis. They don't look at it on the grander scale than that. But also, too, I do think that they could. I do think that any type of protest or anything against it could force them to have a heavier hand when it came to suspensions and identifying and not, tolerating it. But at the same time, like you said, Lance, about being marginalized and other things, it just seems like society just forgives people who are kind of convicted or even mentioned when it comes to domestic violence. We tend to forgive them easier. I mean, you look at all the stuff that happened with Chris Brown, and there was a bunch of backlash for him initially, but then people were back liking Chris Brown again until he started going just crazy, off the deep end with everything else.
Oh man, nobody forgave Ike Turner, man.
Because Ike wasn't talent. But,
so I mean, I thought that was just an interesting take on it. When everybody else talks about it, it was to put it in context and say, oh, why didn't you suspend him because you did X, Y, Z to Ray Rice? It was kind of just talked about like that, but I thought that whole women and just the pattern of the NFL kind of dropping the ball on this, and I thought that was just an interesting take on it.
Word. Well,
yeah. I got my final thought, and just to piggyback off Lyles, Mace said it the best in the other chat. You remember he said, it's easier to forgive stuff that you hear about than stuff that you see. And so we saw Ray Rice. So that's
Very
number
true.
one. That's what got it harder.
Right.
And then number two is like if Burger King start effing up and doing some wrong stuff, I'm just gonna go from Whoppers to Big Macs. If Domino's screw up, I'm just gonna go to Pizza Hut. NFL don't have no competition.
Very true.
Ain't nobody watching the Canadian Football League. So like Goodell's like, look, it's a dang monopoly really. It's like they're in a comfortable spot. You can boycott all you want, but you like football. And your favorite college players go to the NFL, and they still gonna want to go to the NFL. So it's almost like they're not rushed, because what's the alternative? So that's how I'm looking at it.
Very true. Well, fellas, that's good. So let's do for the good of the firing squad. We'll wrap it up. So Creek, because I know you've been working on yours, so we'll let you start out.
There you go. I wasn't working on it. I just got one that's for all the listeners out there. Next week is University of South Carolina's homecoming. We're going to try to do something a little special for our listeners. So stay tuned, be on the lookout, and stay posted. That's for the good of the firing squad.
Yo, Lyles, what you got?
For the good of the firing squad, I'm going to go back to one I talked about a little bit earlier. Vote. Go vote. It's early voting going on right now. It's a lot easier to do it. You can go to different locations. You don't have to go to your exact precinct. So you're have a lot more variety and flexibility on where you go to vote. And lines aren't as long. So definitely get out there now. Go ahead and get it taken care of. Knock it out. Don't wait till the last minute. Let's get this done.
And Ham?
Yeah, for the good of firing squad, the wife is doing much better after the pregnancy and stuff and healing up. So, we about a month away from being almost back to normal in the household, so everything's all good over here.
That's what's up. And then,
God bless you.
God bless you. Fellas know what that means.
Yeah. And then, so for mine is really, I don't even know if this qualifies for the good of the firing squad. I've been out of the game. When I say game, like video games, for probably like 4 or 5 years now.
I'm glad you clarified.
And yeah, I've been out that game about how long? 12, 13 years. But no, the video game. I haven't been gaming in a minute. Picked up a PlayStation 4 about a month or so ago, and I've been on it, and I've been playing some really good games. So I just unboxed the Uncharted 4 today, and I'm on it. So it just feels good to be back with the sticks in my hand,
Video games.
I'm probably not gonna see my kids. Yeah, but that's all I got, man.
Good stuff.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
All right.